Today, I'm thrilled to share how I went 30 years without a single cold. I call them my 5 immunity-boosting moves. I'll also reveal common foods that may be secretly harming our bodies as we age, and what healthy swaps you can make. No gimmicks, just caring, science-backed tips you can actually use. Brain Part 1. Why this matters. Many adults over 40 find colds turning into something more serious. But here's what the research shows. Just moderate exercise, like a 30 to 45-minute brisk walk, reduces cold risk. One study found non-exercisers caught 3 times more colds than consistent walkers. Regular movement boosts circulation, speeds antibody response, lowers stress hormones, and even flushes out germs from your lungs. That's why these simple moves can make a huge difference. White heavy checkmark move 1. Morning brisk walk or march in place. What it is: a steady pace walk or march on the spot inside of weather or mobility is an issue. Why it helps: strengthens your lungs and heart, raises your body temperature slightly to slow germ growth. Regular brisk walking cut annual cold cases by nearly half in older adults. How to do it: choose a safe path, indoors or outdoors. Warm up gently for 5 minutes. Arm circles, ankle rolls. Walk briskly for 20 to 30 minutes, aiming for slightly heavier breathing but still talking comfortably. Cool down for 5 minutes, then stretch calves and thighs. Tip: invite a friend for accountability. Plus, social time boosts immunity. White heavy checkmark move 2. Gentle strength exercise is what it is. Lightweight or resistance band moves to build muscle mass. Why it helps: strength training not only preserves muscle, it also supports immune health by promoting white blood cell activity, keeping muscle protect you from falls and frailty, a common risk for seniors. Examples: 10 to 15 reps each. Seated leg lifts, strengthen hips and thighs. Bicep curls with light dumbbells or water bottles. Wall push-ups, build chest and arm strength. Tip: perform slowly and mindfully. Quality over quantity always wins. Herb pause: how foods can undermine immunity. Before we go on to moves 3 to 5, let's talk food, because movement and nutrition work together to keep you healthy. Ultra-processed foods, sugary drinks, fried items, processed meats, and high-sodium snacks can drive chronic inflammation, speed up biological aging, raise risk for heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Common culprits: packaged chips, cookies, sugary cereal, soda, deli meats, and ready-to-eat meals. Even diet or sugar-free drinks may contain artificial chemicals older digestion can struggle with. Age-friendly swaps: replace soda/snacks, whole fruit, nuts, or yogurt. Swap processed meats, fatty fish, beans, or lean poultry. Cut back on added sugar and salt. Flavor with herbs, citrus, olive oil instead. Skip ultra-processed carbs. Choose whole grains, legumes, and vegetables. These swaps not only improve immunity, they support heart, brain, and joint health as well. Regular, moderate exercise reduces the risk of colds in postmenopausal women. Seattle, October 26, 2006. Postmenopausal women who want to decrease their risk of colds will be well advised to dust off their sneakers and get moving, suggests a new study led by researchers at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. Through the first randomized clinical trial to investigate the impact of moderate physical activity on common cold incidence, Cornelia Nelly Ulrich, Ph.D., and colleagues found that postmenopausal women who exercised regularly for a year had about half the risk of colds compared to those who did not work out routinely. The findings appear in the November issue of the American Journal of Medicine. This adds another good reason to put exercise on your to-do list, especially now that cold season is here, said Ulrich, the paper's senior author and an associate member of the Hutchinson Center's Public Health Sciences Division. However, Ulrich is quick to point out that regular exercise in moderation, such as 30 to 45 minutes of brisk walking each day, is the key. Other studies have shown that excessive, exhaustive exercise can deplete immune function and increase the risk of colds. The researchers found that the ability of moderate exercise to ward off colds seemed to increase over time. The enhanced immunity was strongest in the final quarter of the year-long exercise intervention, Ulrich said. This suggests that when it comes to preventing colds, it's really important to stick with exercise long-term. Overall, The non-exercisers experienced about twice as many colds as the exercisers, but in the last 3 months of the intervention, the non-exercisers had a threefold greater chance of coming down with colds. The year-long study involved 115 previously sedentary, overweight, postmenopausal Seattle area women. None smoked or took hormone replacement therapy. Half were randomly assigned to a moderate intensity, aerobic exercise group, and half, who served as a comparison group, attended a weekly stretching class. While the members of the exercise group were asked to work out at home and at a gym for 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week, in fact, they achieved an average of about 30 minutes of exercise per day. They were supposed to do a little more exercise, but even so, we found it was enough activity to boost immune function in the long run, Ulrich said. Brisk walking was the activity of choice, accounting for 52% of gym-based and 74% of home-based exercise. It's been shown that just a 30-minute walk can increase levels of leukocytes, which are part of the family of immune cells that fight infection, Ulrich said, referring to a possible biological explanation for protective effect. A major strength of this study was its year-long duration, large number of participants in randomized, controlled, clinical trial design, considered the gold standard of study designs in medicine. Even though the study was larger and longer than others that have addressed the impact of exercise on the risk of colds and upper respiratory infections, it still may not have had enough participants or followed them long enough to provide a definitive answer, cautioned first author Jessica Chubak, a research associate at the Hutchinson Center. It would be interesting to see what would happen over the course of a longer exercise intervention, she said. The overall goal of the study, funded by the National Cancer Institute, was to assess the impact of physical activity on markers of breast cancer risk. In addition to reducing their incidence of colds, the women in the exercise group also achieved significant reductions in weight, total body fat, and intra-abdominal fat. In addition to Ulrich, Chubak and colleagues at the Hutchinson Center, collaborators on the study also included investigators from the University of Washington, University of Alberta, and University of New Mexico. According to the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Americans suffer an estimated 1 billion colds per year, resulting in a leading cause of doctor visits and missed days from work and school. Adults in the United States report an average of 2 to 4 colds per year. Immune-boosting food examples alongside movement. Your immune system loves good fuel. Here are some daily food additions to help keep cold away. White heavy, checkmark, eat more. Citrus fruits, vitamin C, oranges, lemons, grapefruits. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, rich in antioxidants. Garlic, powerful antiviral and antibacterial effects. Ginger plus turmeric, reduce inflammation and protect cells. Yogurt or kefir, probiotic power for gut immune support. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines for omega-3 and immune balance. Crossmark avoid or limit. Sugary cereals and soda. Processed meats and microwave meals. Fried foods and hydrogenated oils. Too much alcohol or caffeine, especially in the evening. Daily immunity routine example. Morning. Sun 10-minute walk or march in place. Lemon warm lemon water plus fruit. Person in lotus position 5 minutes of deep breathing. Afternoon. Flexed biceps gentle strength training. Mon Wed Friday. Green salad light lunch. Leafy greens plus fish or legumes. Telephone receiver call or visit someone you enjoy. Evening. Salt skip heavy or salty foods. Television watch something that makes you laugh. Person in bed sleep early with a calm mind. Remember, friends, staying healthy doesn't require magic. It's the small, consistent habits that keep your immune system strong. These moves have helped me avoid colds for 30 years, and I believe they can help you too. Bellhop Bell, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more natural health tips designed just for you.